Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your March 2018 general readings. Doesn't it just seem like we just did January? It seems like the time is kind of flying by. So welcome to everyone here today, particularly any newcomers as well. And as always, a few thank yous to those of you who continue to like, share, subscribe, and share your support, feedback, and comments. And always a big thank you to all of my clients, both regular and new ones, for the honor and opportunity of reading for you. My favorite thing to do. Thank you so much for keeping me so busy with those personal readings. And if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me and you haven't read with me before, or you've forgotten the information, you can go to my YouTube channel's homepage and click on the About button for more information and my contact details. It lists my email address there, and also my Instantgo profile address. I do a wide variety of readings in all areas of life, including specific relationship and compatibility chartings, reconciliation readings, career work and finances, and I also do 6 and 12-month life overviews to look at what's coming in your life over 6 or 12 months, depending on how far ahead you want to look. Turnaround time for personal readings is pretty fast because I do readings full-time, 5 to 6 days a week. It is what I do. So almost always within a 2-week period of time or so, we can set up a personal reading for you, live or recorded. Sometimes a little sooner, but almost always within a 2-week period of time. For those of you who are not looking for the traditional readings, you just have maybe a quick decision you need to make on the fly, you have a quick question or two, someone or something you want to take a quick look at, you can find me on the smartphone app Instantgo, which is a smartphone app that allows you either immediate or fairly fast, almost always within the same day, contact with me for those quick question and answers. You can choose the one question, one answer option, or open it up for a little reading via chat. And they also have a phone option and a video chat option as well, so check that out. It's for not the more traditional, intensive, in-depth readings, but for those quick questions and answers when you want to connect really quickly. So anyway, check all that out. If you're interested, I'd be delighted to work with you. So moving right along, make sure to check your rising and your moon sign videos as well for additional or more predictive insight and clarity into what's going on in your life. This video is for the fire sign of Leo, our lions, for March 2018. Let's see what the month of March looks like for our felines, our Leos. Okay, Leo. And I am using the Gilded Tarot, which is the deck I use most often for my general readings, the Gilded Tarot by artist Cyril Marchetti, because I love the colors and the artwork. So Leo, we begin with the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Around the second week or so, we have the Six of Cups and the Page of Swords. Around the third week or so, we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Cups, and at or towards the end of March 2018, we have the Ace of Swords and the Four of Swords, and from the bottom of the deck, your overall energy and guidance for the month is the Chariot. Now, I do 2 cards per week, but as I always say, time is somewhat fluid, and because this is a general reading and there's so many of you watching, the timing is going to vary. How it resonates is going to vary for you, and for some of you this may resonate in one area of your life, for another it may resonate in other areas of your life. The details always vary in general readings, but the energy fundamentally remains the same no matter what area of your life it resonates for you. But timing is always a little fluid, so for some of you this could be going on for the whole month or for a part of the month. General energy. General readings can be kind of tricky that way. It looks like there's a really nice general sense of, I'm getting kind of a general sense of just abundance and fruitfulness for you, Leo, for the majority, if not all of the month, for most, if not all of you. Your general advice is to be kind of practical and resourceful, kind of hands-on, and keep your goals in mind, keep focused on your goals, and keep moving forward through You know, whatever goals that you have in your life that you're moving towards, keep focused on those, because that's where your success is coming from. That's your overall energy and guidance with the major arcana card of the Chariot, which is quite a powerful, decisive energy. It's a successful card. It's a card of winning by not giving up. Sheer determination, perseverance, and exercising your will and your determination to propel you forward and move towards or accomplish your goals. It's about staying focused on those goals and not allowing yourself to get distracted or lose momentum or stop. This is about starting and pushing forward in a very powerful way, which is what this woman does in the Chariot. She has to operate the body of the Chariot, the wheels of the Chariot, the sphinxes or horses which operate the Chariot in a decisive manner. This is about knowing where you're going and pulling together the resources that you need in order to move forward and keep moving forward in a very assertive, decisive manner, and not giving up no matter what, because that's how you're going to achieve success. So it's a card about maintaining your momentum if you're kind of pushing forward on things. If you've been stuck in any areas of your life, this is about, okay, what is really I want? Where do I want to go? What are my goals? And just figuring out what you need to accomplish those and starting and not slowing down and not losing momentum. So staying focused on your goals and not giving up, and exercising perseverance and determination. And this can be for some of you in your love life, this can be in your work and career life, this can be in family or spirituality as well. I feel kind of a strong connection of home and family energy for a lot of you this month. And there may be some communication or blast from the past too, whether it's in romance, the love and romance area of your life, or the home family. I feel like some of you are reconnecting with someone from the past. Definitely having communication with someone from your past. For some of you, this may be ongoing. Yeah, I mean, something that's been going on for a while, but I feel like for some of you, there may have been someone from your past. Could be a past partner. I think for some of you, I'm feeling a past family member, maybe someone you've been estranged from, or maybe even someone you didn't know it was there. There's been communication, and this may be the month that you're actually getting together again physically or meeting face to face, and that it's a pretty specific message I'm getting, so it's for a specific person or a few specific people out there, so that's coming through as well. I'm looking at the second week. We have the Six of Cups and the Page of Swords. Messages and information coming in, very fresh, very new, very exciting, but lots of information and ideas coming in too, and it's attached to the Six of Cups, which is a card traditionally associated with the past. This can be the long ago past, like childhood, family, roots of origin, where you grew up. So it looks like there's going to be, and again, I feel like for some of you, this is already an ongoing conversation with someone or a group of someone. It's like maybe you're getting to know some family members better, or you're finding out information and news about your history somehow, what made you who you are, kind of what formed you who you are in the sense of your lineage and your family. Again, it feels like a very specific message out there. It's almost like you're finding out stories maybe about parents or your family, or how you were as a child, or something of that sort. Just getting new information and ideas and information kind of swirling around. And for some of you, this is, it may be, you know, who you're communicating with, or the information you're getting is maybe, you know, related to love and romance, because we do have the Two of Cups, the soulmate card in here as well. And it looks like that's happening more in the first half of the month. It's kind of showing up around the second week or so, but as I say, time is always fluid. We enter the month with the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Swords. So we have a tangible offer or opportunity, either that's being extended to you, presented to you, or that you're, you know, extending outwards as well, because knights usually represent offers and opportunities. They can also represent fast-moving situations, or, you know, that you may be being called upon to act on something in a very decisive, fast way. But out of all four of the knights, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest, because he's governed by Earth, which is the element which governs Pentacles. The sun just came blazing in through the windows and lit up my whole screen. And so this is tangible. It's something that is a practical, has a practical kind of see, touch, feel effect on your life. For some of you, it may be an offer that is being extended to you from a family member or someone from the past. I feel like for some of you, this offer is to get together with someone in a very practical way. Some of you, it could be, again, a job offer or opportunity of some kind as well. Some of you, in just job, work, and career, if this has nothing to do with relationships or family in your life, it could be that you may be contacted by somebody, a company or someone you used to work for or with in the past, and there may be an offer or opportunity that they're kind of presenting to you as well. That Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the King of Swords, which could represent an air sign individual, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising, showing up as a king, but it could be a female as well. Swords is air energy, and it's a very internal, psychological, mental, cerebral, intellectual energy. So as a person, the King of Swords would be a pretty intellectual person. The court cards of the Suit of Swords, as they represent people, typically tend to be thinkers. They're coming from a place of thought first rather than emotion, and they typically tend to be very thoughtful people, not all that spontaneous and impulsive, although everybody has their days. It's about truth, illumination, clarity, higher education, and learning. So whatever this offer, and on a fundamental level, just on an energetic level, if it doesn't represent an actual person in your life, the King of Swords can represent, you know, the energy fundamentally of the court cards of the Suit of Swords is clear thinking, making sure you have all your bases covered, not being spontaneous and impulsive about making decisions. You want to kind of do your research and see where things are and make the best decision possible as well. So some of you, there may be an offer or opportunity coming in. It may be linked to the past, whether it's job, work, and career, or whether it's family and relationships as well. Some of you, it may be from or have a connection to an air sign person that's showing up as significant to this offer or opportunity. And for some of you, you're being called to kind of not be too spontaneous and impulsive about this, but to look at, to be more practical and kind of resourceful about it. But also, on the other hand, not to overthink it as well, because the Knight of Pentacles, Knights are pretty focused. They're, you know, they're all about achieving their missions, their quest, achieving the result. They don't let things get in their way, which again is that energy, overall energy of the Chariot. The Knight of Pentacles is a bit more, he's the most practical of all the Knights. He's about looking at everything, putting one foot in front of the other, making sure he has what he needs, and just, he's going to get the job done, even if it's a little slower than everybody else, because he's not going to give up. It's persevering and determination again. And the King of Swords is coming more from a place of thought, although he is a king, so he's evolved beyond the page and the Knight energy, so he probably makes decisions pretty decisively, but it's not about being spontaneous here. Again, I feel like it's all tied in with this connection to the past, because it's a general reading. For some of you, this could be an actual person in terms of love and romance, maybe a previous partner, or just somebody you knew from the past, or just reconnecting with family as well, because I do get a strong connection with home and family in a really nice, loving way, and it feels like you're learning more too. There's more information and news and ideas coming through. Now, around the middle of the month, the third week or so, we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups is traditionally considered the soulmate card. This can be soulmate and love and relationship. This can be friendship, which turns into something else. Soulmates don't necessarily mean it fundamentally represents a beautiful union between two people or two entities or two things in a way that's more than just tangible. If it's love and romance, it's more than just physical and chemical attraction. It's seeing life the same way, feeling like you've known the person for a long time, even though you really haven't. It represents a karmic union, a karmic coming together. That's almost always for the purposes of our growth and evolution. Sometimes it represents relationships. They don't necessarily, soulmate doesn't necessarily mean they're in your life for the rest of your life. Sometimes they do, but it's this karmic connection. And it's paired with the Queen of Pentacles, which for some of you could represent an actual individual. It would be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, female or male, or someone who strongly manifests as the Queen of Pentacles. And it could be that you're being called upon to manifest the energy of the Queen of Pentacles if you're in a relationship already. She's kind of, Pentacles is that earth energy, so it's all about being practical and resourceful, but it's also a loving, caretaking energy. She's kind of one of the mothers of the tarot, but she's kind of the mother of home and hearth. She's very capable, very resourceful, very practical, a good leader. She's always there in a crisis with practical, resourceful kind of help, you know, there with a casserole or to help you with what you actually need. Very much a nurturing energy, but practical and resourceful. So for some of you, it could be that you may be being called upon to manifest this energy with your this whoever's showing up as a soulmate individual. It could be love and romance. It could be a best friend. For some of you, this connection, again, I'm feeling as family. It's relative related. You may be reconnecting with a family member or someone from your past. And there's a real sense of abundance about it, because when the Queen of Pentacles shows up too, whether it's in work and career, whether it's in love and romance or family, there is a sense of tangible abundance around her, of kind of reaping the rewards of the tangible efforts that you've put into something. It's a very supportive, loving, nurturing energy in a way that you can actually feel, because it's that lovely, tangible earth energy. You may be enjoying that with a partner. You may be kind of exchanging that with a partner. It feels like you're being blessed with kind of a sense of abundance. I'm not talking about like winning the lottery kind of abundance, but just a sense of feeling like that you have a sense of stability and comfort and reassurance. You feel very connected in an earthly way, if that makes sense to you. Again, whatever area of your life this may resonate in, whether it's relationship, work, family, the details may vary, but the energy remains the same. And I'm kind of feeling that basically for the month of March. But I feel like there is a strong connection for a lot of you to home and family. It's kind of like because I keep getting reconnection in the back of my mind. So there's just this reconnection. It could be a literal reconnection with a person or people or family or a partner. It could be that you're going through this with a partner, and there's just this sense of being connected again. And I feel like there's some real, and the Queen of Pentacles can also represent on an energetic level, getting some blessings that make you feel very grounded and abundant, and maybe in some unexpected blessing, like happy surprise kind of ways too. If you're single and you're wanting to be in a relationship, this combination of the Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Cups would represent that now is the time to start putting yourself out there. You've done the work, you've worked on yourself, you've put in this work, and it's time to kind of put yourself out there, but be practical, be picky, be resourceful about it, because she's a nurturing, loving person, but she's also practical as well. And she's also about giving in a financial sense. Even if you're in a financially tough place, this is about giving more so you can receive more. And if it's not giving money, it could be giving time. In a relationship, it could be you may be called upon to be, maybe your partner needs a little bit more support, or vice versa as well. But again, I'm just feeling like it's more just this lovely, abundant, connected energy. Now, at or towards the end of the month, we have the Ace of Swords and the Four of Swords. So air energy here. And we do actually have 4 sword cards here, 2 cups and 2 pentacles. Cups is emotional energy, relationship energy, it's water. Pentacles is that earth energy, it's tangible, practical, resourceful energy. And Swords is mental, cerebral, intellectual. And there's more of an abundance of swords than anything else. So there's a lot of thought, information, intellectual, kind of, you know, mental energy this month as well. And the Ace of Swords is definitely the beginning of that. Aces represent the number one, so they always represent the start of something new or the opportunity of beginning on a new path. Swords is mental, intellectual, internal energy. So this Ace of Swords comes in and it cuts away extraneous illusion, and it illuminates truth, reality, what is. This can be your epiphany moment. It could be seeing something in a way you've never seen it before. It could be seeing something totally new, having a fresh new perspective, seeing something for the reality of what it is, maybe rather than how you've looked at it before. Or it could be totally new ideas and a totally new perspective. And it's accompanied and clarified by the Four of Swords, which is a card of rest and respite, taking a time out. You may be feeling a little tired or worn out by the end of the month. You may need to take some time out because, again, there's a lot of mental, internal energy. Even though I feel like there's a happiness and abundance around it, especially if there's some unexpected blessings and unexpected coming together with people, a person or people from your past. There's nothing whatsoever negative about it. But even so, it feels like there's a lot coming in, and maybe towards the end of the month, you may be feeling a bit overwhelmed and needing to, you know, with all these new ideas and all this new information and all this wonderful stuff, but you need to take some time out. It may be taking quite a bit out of you, because the Four of Swords can also represent feeling a bit overwhelmed and tired and needing to take kind of a temporary step back or a temporary time out and kind of think about things, think about these new ideas and new information and new perspectives that you have as well, regardless of what area of your life this is manifesting in. And because your overall energy for the month is the Chariot, and then you got the Knight of Pentacles, you're just kind of moving right through. You're keeping it focused. You're not allowing anything to kind of stop you or paralyze you. You may just be feeling kind of tired, but in a happy way at the end of the month. I'm getting to that for some of you, this Ace of Swords and the Four of Swords. I'm getting that some of you are actually having some kind of surgery or procedure done, perhaps at the end of the month or in the last half of the month, or possibly in the beginning of April, or at the end of the month. You may be in recovery mode from some kind of, again, surgery or procedure that you're having done. So make sure to get plenty of rest and take care of yourself, and don't overdo it. You know, by the end of the month, this Chariot energy is not quite so present. It's more about, okay, I've charged right through this month, and now it's time to kind of take it easy and take care of myself, and you know, make sure you get enough rest and all of that. Beautiful month, Leo. There's no... I'm not really getting much cautionary advice at all, except there is a lot of mental energy, so make sure that you don't make sure that you still stay practical and resourceful and connected to your day-to-day life and routine, and don't. Sometimes when we get too much thinking in our own heads, we can tend to isolate a little bit. Don't do that. Be practical, resourceful, exercise good judgment and clarity, keep moving forward on your goals. At the end of the month, make sure to take some time out and get away, or if you're recovering or recuperating from something, make sure to be good to yourself and let the people around you help take care of you and support you and encourage you as well. Beautiful reading, Leo. Happy to bring it to you. So that pretty much sums up your March 2018 general reading, Leo. I hope that you have enjoyed it and have found it helpful and useful. Again, if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can go to my YouTube channel's homepage, click on the About button for more information and my contact details. My email address is there. You can email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can also find me on the smartphone app Instantgo under Irish Gypsy. Turnaround time for the traditional personal readings is pretty quick, and I do them live or recorded in all areas of life. So I'd be delighted to work with you and set up a reading with you just as quickly as possible. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the March 2018 mid-month readings. And until then, Leo, as always, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. Take care. Bye-bye.